Hey everybody, Adam And here. I just wanted to give you a quick demo of how tents work on Angel Island. So in about 2006, we added placeable tents, and we gave out these rolled up tents to new players. And so the idea is a new player can drop a tent anywhere a house could be placed, and they would have a secure backpack, a place to log out safely, and they can ban creatures and players from it. So the other thing, though, I wanted to show you here is how annexation works. Because tents have no cost, what we didn't want was players gobbling up all the premium housing spots and then just leaving them there. And so players have the ability to drop a house on top of a tent, which is annexation of the tent. Basically, the tent gets packed up and placed in the owner's backpack. Okay, so let's just see how that works. Okay, so we have Flippy over here. Flippy's going to drop a tent. All right. And you'll see you get a message here that party members will be able to access your tent backpack. So be aware when you drop a tent, if you party, make sure they're friends. They're not going to rip you off. Otherwise, they can go in there and access your secure backpack. So let's go see what we got. So we got a bedroll. It's a secure. You get one secure. You can actually lock down a couple other lockdowns in here as well. I don't think there's anything in there yet. I'll put my gold in there. And that's it. So I have a place to log out. I can ban other players and whatnot. And so now I've got a place to call home. So Test over here has been working hard. He went out and bought himself a house deed. So he's got a deed to a stone and plaster house, and he would like this spot. So anyone with a house can annex anyone with a tent. And so let's just see how that works. I think we're going to get a message here, so I want you to see the message. So I'm going to drop a house here. So annexation of another property requires that you keep this house for 7 days. And over here we see, so Flippy got the message. By decree of Lord British, your tent has been annexed. You may recover your belongings by redeeming the deed in your bank box. Redeeming the deed in your bank box. Okay, and then over here, as we saw, we got a message. Journal. Annexation of another property requires that you keep this house for at least 7 days. So on the one hand, we don't want people placing tents to sort of grief the shard by dropping tents everywhere and blocking legitimate housing. And on the other hand, we don't want people with houses running around from tent to tent annexing them. So once you've placed your house here, you're going to have to keep it here for 7 days. Okay, so that's really it. That's the mechanism. That's how tents work. And remember, Flippy over here didn't lose anything. If he goes to the bank, he's going to have a deed in there, and it's going to have his tent as a rolled up tent. It's going to have his secure backpack and anything that he had in there. All right, and then from an administrator standpoint, you can turn on and off tent annexation. depending on your needs. So for Angel Island, we're leaving it on because we want players with a house, with a legitimate house, to be able to annex people that are just consuming space with a tent. And typically, I mean, what I've seen in the past is that people don't usually run around annexing houses just for the fun of it. I mean, they will if you didn't have the 7-day delay on there, but so if you're conservative and you drop your tent in sort of a reasonably small location, not in the middle of one of the few castle spots, something like that, you should be good. Okay. All right. So that's it. See you in game. We're launching tomorrow, actually, Friday the 6th at 5 p.m. Pacific. So see you there.